Dr. Nacho. Welcome to an episode of Talking Nachos, where we share toppings that will help you increase your success, decrease stress, and reduce the number of times you feel like crying inside a day. A super important key performance indicator for not only dentistry, but life. I want to share with you one of our awesome sponsors. VTail has created an annoyance reducing app for dentists. This app will connect you with companies real time to get your handpieces fixed, to see what happens when the CBCT goes wrong. There's no sales on this app, just service. Text VTail to 215-543-6454 to get this totally free app. If you are a dentist, if you are a dental student, if you're an assistant, if you're a hygienist, if you're a lab tech, you work in a dental office, you want this app on your phone, just text VTail to 215-543-6454, and you will be able to sign up totally for free and also support our sponsor, Help Us Grow Dental Nachos. So I'm ready for my first guest when my team is ready to bring them up to our Talking Nachos stage and share. So I have one of my people, dentisting people, Dr. Aaron Wolfson. Dr. Aaron, you are looking for an associate. You've been part of our Job Connect program before. You did such a good job. Your associate is ready to do what?
Yes, unfortunately for us, but great for him. Right. So I'm crying inside, but
so this is my thing.
We're excited for him on the outside, but inside crying.
You're fake happy. That's what we have to do, fake happy, because sometimes great things that happen to others stink for us. So your associate is going to start his own practice, buy his own practice, and move on in the circle of dentistry life, which we want. But now you have an opening in your practice. Tell us where your practice is and what you would like this associate to do.
Sure. So I'm in Baltimore, Maryland. Went to dental school here and bought this practice in 2016. This office has been here for about 70 years. So I'm the third dentist to own it. So we are looking for an associate just that is the right culture fit for our office, because that is really everything. We want the person to vibe well with our team, which is kind of why we're so upset to be losing our associate, because he was just the perfect fit. We recently did a renovation, and we're actually on to our second renovation. So we'll be adding 4 more ops, or we are adding 4 more ops. They're undergoing reno now. So we're looking for a full-time. We could maybe do a part-time associate, and then actually in a few months, probably looking for someone else also, just because.
So one of the things I like to share, Aaron, and you've been such a great Nacho fan, I so appreciate is, you have a true need because you're replacing somebody who was a dentist in your practice.
Yes.
Our dentisting people, we love details. You can't be like, we're going out to eat. Where are we going? Mexican. What's going to be the third thing they serve? We're not easy people. So what are the procedures the associate does, or even this dentist says most of the time? Crowns, fillings, extractions. Tell us about the procedures.
So my current associate does a lot of bread and butter dentistry. So there is room for anything and everything in this office. I currently don't do any endo. So we send out all endo. So you could do endo all day if you wanted at this office. We are currently looking into buying a CBCT scan because we're going to start implants soon, but we don't place them yet. And he does a little bit of surgical extractions, but not a ton. So there's a ton of room for you to do whatever you like and whatever you're comfortable with.
So I want to just pull back for a second. Great share. I do want to challenge you on one thing. So I think that sounds like a great associate position. Do fundamental dentistry, what I call core chips with toppings. But I want to share, you called it bread and butter dentistry. Do you eat a lot of bread and butter in your life? Is that an everyday thing that you're eating?
I wish I could.
Right. So bread and butter, we got to stop calling it that. Bread and butter is for when you're on your cheat day or at a wedding, when you steal the other person's roll before they get to the table. Not that I've ever done that or anything, but we got to call it kale and quinoa dentistry, because bread and butter, that's from the 50s. Nobody eats bread and butter unless it's special. So I want to reframe that, but I really appreciate the energy you bring, Aaron. You have an awesome position. It's your second time on the platform, which means that it worked for you the first time.
It worked too well.
Yeah, right. Text Baltimore job to 215-543-6454. People wanted to just check out your website. How would they do that if they just want to find a little bit more about you outside the text platform?
Hamilton Family Dentistry, MD for Maryland.com.
Awesome.
We have some great reviews, so read those as well.
Well, we're going to have some Nacho working events coming up soon, so you got to come up to Philadelphia and high five us in person.
I will.
Awesome, Aaron. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you. Have a great one. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. As you can see, guys, Dr. Aaron Wolfson has a great job replacing an existing associate. Awesome job right here in the Northeast in Baltimore, Maryland. I want to share with you, if you are making a major life decision, like finding a job, buying a practice, hiring an associate, or selling a practice, text TRIO to 215-543-6454. We will text you back 3 free CE courses to help you with each one of those stages. They're totally free. Watch them instead of watching Netflix. Figure out what questions to ask on an interview, how to be ready to buy a practice, who to hire to help you hire an associate when it's time to sell your practice. I'm ready for my next guest, so my team is ready to bring them up. Awesome. I have another one of my people, Dentisting Humans, Dr. Taft. Dr. Taft, where is your office located?
My office is located in New York, precisely Queens, Rockaway, New York. It's a growing community, changing community. It's a brand new practice we
Awesome.
built 3 years ago. Actually, it's a second location for the practice. So
this is great. So I'll just share for you. So it's in Rockaway, New York. Dr. Taft,
Yes.
looking for an associate. I have this drink here. They're not a sponsor, but maybe they will be a sponsor like the Truman Show. What was your aha moment? Someone reach out to AHA for sponsoring us, where you said, I need an associate, or why are you looking for an associate to work with you?
We're expanding our practice and I need help. I have only 2 hands and I need more hands.
I felt that way. You know what's hard about being a dentist, Dr. Taft? So I work with a great team. I've been a dentist for practicing over 16 years. So I have a great person in my office named Kate, my office manager. And sometimes like they misbill something when I walk up and I say, oh, it was only 2 fillings, not 1 filling or something. They go, oh, thanks, Paul. I say, oh, can you come back and help me with my extraction now? And they say, no, that's illegal. So what's funny about that is we do only have 2 hands, only 1 face. So you need more dentisting help. Tell us, what would this associate be doing in your office?
Associate would technically, I'm not selecting anything. Patient goes to the associate doctor and whatever this patient needs, staying with the doctor. The only exclusion in our practice is when it comes to implants. As of right now, we have a periodontist who does that service, and we do have endodontist who does the service as well. But certain situations happens open. If associate doctors is skilled enough to do implant surgeries, then yes, we do have CT scan.
Awesome.
And we equip for the doctor to
What sounds like
their knowledge.
I've had multiple associates. I've been an associate. What I share is, if you're comfortable and confident doing something, we want to support you doing that. If you need help, like we all do, and it's out of your comfort zone, we can do it together. So I think, I want to share for associates and owners that it's so reasonable to just share procedures based on comfort zone, based on confidence level, based on what people do. So it sounds awesome there. People can text Rockaway Job to 215-543-6454 to get connected with you for this position. Dr. Taft, if somebody wanted to check out your website or learn more about you, how could they do that?
Yes, it's arvindental.com, and it's a beautiful practice, beautiful location.
Awesome. Oh, look at this. We're getting a 360 tour. It's like a real estate.
Yes.
The show's turned into HGTV. This is great.
Yes.
Clubs. Are they showing up next? Oh, I like that. That's great. I love really nice practice. What you guys have done there, if you can still hear me, is create some videos. Don't violate HIPAA. I'm very afraid of HIPAA. I'm afraid of the hippos. I don't visit them at the zoo. But make some videos of your practice that you post on the Dentist Job Connect group. It's a great way. Just what you did there, perfect. Take your phone, walk through your office, 30 seconds. I'm Dr. Taft. Here's our treatment rooms. We like to help patients. That's so magical. So love your energy, Dr. Taft. You got to come to Philadelphia and visit us in person for nachos and cheesesteaks sometime this year.
Thank you for the invitation. Yes, we will.
Awesome, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
So while we're talking about associates, I want to share with you what is the answer to how soon is too soon to start thinking about selling your dental practice. And the answer to that question for every single dentist that owns a dental practice for 1 day, 15 years, 50 years is today is the day to start thinking about it. Every single practice owner should have a strategy to sell their practice, whether they want to, whether they need to, or whether they have to. As a transition broker, I get to help dentists buy practices and live their dreams. I help dentists sell practices and hang up the hand pieces. But too often, dentists are not prepared. And we have seen injury, disability, death, problems, stuff that happens in life that we cannot control. So I highly recommend, if you're watching, text sell to 215-543-6454. We're going to text you back 3 courses that will help you figure out how to sell a practice responsibly, even if you're not ready right now, and an opportunity to talk with one of our transitions team members who's amazing, who will, for a totally free call, your favorite price then is free. I know you'd prefer for us to pay you. That's not on the table yet, but totally free call. They will walk you through the process so you can be prepared and you can be aware. I'm ready for my next guest when my team is ready to bring them up. Awesome. I have the awesome Craig from Flex Dental, key resource and sponsor of the group. Craig, I love the name of your company. I got a company named Dental Nachos. So my first thing is, what does Flex actually do? What does it do inside of a dental office?
Sure. Thanks for having me. And so at a high level, without getting too far into the details, we have digital forms, we have patient communication, and we have online payments and online scheduling. So we take a lot of the manual processes that practices often do and often then have to re-enter into their practice management system. And we create that streamlined and electronic for them.
I like that. And, the technology world can just drive people nacho nuts. So just to educate a little bit, I drop off my 7-year-old and it's like my parents, play nicely with your friends. What platforms does Flex play nicely with that somebody would just be looking at their office and say, oh yeah, I have that? Because what I want to share is just, it's like nobody uses Uber. Well, actually, I said they do Uber Eats, but Uber does not get you a table at a restaurant right now. Open Table doesn't make a car come to your house, right? Waze doesn't find you a babysitter. So in the dental world, there's so many cool pieces of technology, but me as a practice owner, it's confusing. So what does Flex complement or play nicely well with in your office?
Great question. So we complement Open Dental initially. That's who we were built off of from our founder, Brennan, and his wife when they started their practice. Yeah. We actually now have customers that are beta testing Flex inside Dentrix G7 offices. So we're expanding into that area too.
So every single dentist who's ever owned a practice with the invention of having computers knows I have Dentrix, I have SoftDent, I have EagleDent. Some people have something called Logo Turtle from the olden days, right? We have Open Dental, we have this. So you are something that complements that, and you guys help with digital forms. What pain are you removing? Let's say somebody has never heard of this, but they got Open Dental. What pain are you going to help them remove in their daily dental lives?
Great question. So oftentimes, especially when it comes to the treatment acceptance, we find patients get very confused and then they want to go and think about it. And, then you've got to track them down and get them to accept that treatment. We have a very streamlined, easy to read treatment plan that can also present options to the patient. If you want to offer 10% now to pay now, or if you want to build a payment plan, offer care credit, you can show them all the options they have and all the steps of that treatment.
I think that's so cool. One of the things I try to share with dentists at any age and stage, but especially ones newer in their career, is there's this weird thing called money, and nothing happens without money. So even though dental schools and residencies have value, you're not really engaged in how patients pay for things. And then you get into the real world of dentisting. And since we're not funded by the government, we all need to bring in money to keep helping people. And I'm trying to bring to light conversations that are authentic about money, because patients are happy to do the care after they've done it, but they will try to wriggle free and pretend they don't know you when, they say, I'm going to think about this. So I like this streamlined approach to putting the care together. What have some of your clients been saying about that?
Yeah, so we found that treatment plans acceptance has been increased dramatically from some of our customers. Awesome. We make it very easy for the patients to even reschedule those upcoming appointments. We have our online scheduling. So that's good for new patients and returning patients. And the way we do it allows the practice to still maintain control of their schedule and have the appointments show up only where they would want them to go.
That's awesome. I mean, especially pre-pandemic, but especially during, I don't know, are we mid-pandemic? I hope we're mid. I don't know if we are.
Up and down, up and down.
Maybe we're going to look back and this was early and we're going to be like, this is very depressing that it's early. But during the pandemic, which is still affecting us, being able to do these things with online scheduling, touchless forms, digital, this is so important. Yeah. Tell me, before we wrap up, Craig, if someone texts Flex to 215-543-6454 and does a demo, just does the demo, what are they going to find out on that demo?
They're going to find out, in a nutshell, how to use, from soup to nuts, and probably a bad term, but how to use Flex throughout their operations and how we're going to streamline everything they're doing and make it easier for them.
That's great.
So we've got product specialists who have used Flex in dental practices who do all of those presentations too.
And that's what I try to inspire people to do. Just do the demo, have someone find out about it. What is the monthly investment that most offices invest to pay for Flex in their office? What is that price point roughly?
It's $299 if you want everything except online scheduling.
Cool.
And then if you want to add online scheduling, it just adds another $99. So you're at $398. And all you need is one new patient every 3 months, and that more than covers the cost of adding the online scheduling.
What I would like to share with my dental people is these technologies are too affordable. They're so awesome. I mean, for $4,000 to $5,000 a year, you essentially have a team member working in your practice that will be there all the time. So as somebody who's a medium-aged dentist, I wish I had these things earlier in my career. I can't tell you how many appointments have been blown up because people, for some reason, have taken 27 minutes to fill out their medical history form in the waiting room, and I can't rush them along. So I think anything we do to streamline it is so important. Thanks, Craig, for being a key resource and sponsor. People can text Flex to 215-543-6454 to learn more. How could they reach out to you directly, or is there a website they could check out if they wanted to?
Yeah, they can go to our website, and I'll put this in Facebook group as well, but it's flex.dental.
Cool.
And they can also reach out to us at info@flexdental.co.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for being an awesome supporter and sponsor. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome, guys. So as you guys see, you can find a job, learn about dentistry, streamline your practice. Everything you can do to remove little bits of annoyance will make you a happier person. What is being happy? I don't know. What is being annoyed? I know it very well. So removal of annoyance will increase your happiness level. I'm ready for my next guest, and my team is ready. So I have my friend, someone who helps my office personally, key resource and sponsor, Jamie DeBias of Day One. Jamie, just to orient, we do get 500 new members in our group each month, which is awesome, sometimes more. So if someone hasn't seen you on Nacho TV before, just orient them for a minute as to who you are and what you do to help dentists.
Love to be able to do it. Thanks for having me on, Paul. So my agency is a digital marketing agency that works exclusively with dentists, and our goal is to help you secure more of your ideal patients. Simply put, just bringing more patients into your practice.
And what I think you really hit on well, Jamie, and what you do is when you interview prospective dentists to work with you, you really find out what type of patients they want. Like, Paul Goodman doesn't want veneer cases, but somebody down the street, Dr. Maggie Augustin, might. Tell us a little more about maybe what you've learned through the industry, because a dentist just doesn't want to do everything. They want to do the things that they really focus on. Are you able to help them with that through their marketing strategies?
Absolutely. With our process, what we decided to do to differentiate ourselves from many other agencies is we have a pretty extensive interviewing process. We call it discovery. And during that process, we ask a lot of questions. So we never put together a plan that is identical to another practice. It's not a cookie cutter approach. And what we felt is we want to have a long-term relationship with our dental clients. And in order to do that, we really need to hear what they're saying, present options to them. And sometimes we just ran into a case with another dentist. It didn't work out because what they wanted, they're asking a question and we told them this is the solution. So what they're asking for really wasn't going to work for them, but they didn't realize that. So we wouldn't have known that, and we would have been going down a road that they didn't really want to go down. So that's really for us getting to know the dentists that are at that practice and really spending a lot of time listening to them and what's going to work for them.
I think that's so key. And we fix that as dentists too, in sometimes authentic but challenging ways, where a patient comes to us with a problem, Jamie, and I say, you're going to need a dermatologist, a plastic surgeon to fix the problem you're talking about. I can help you with the teeth part, but they're just unaware. And in marketing, your industry has not made it incredibly easy for the consumer dentist to really understand. So I think that's so important, how you really focus on, here's how we can help you. Now tell our audience, you've worked with a lot of Nacho dentists from all different ages and stages. When they text in Day One to 215-543-6454 and find out about what you do, what's part of that process? What's part of the discovery process? Is it for new practice owners, existing ones? Tell us a little bit about that too.
So we work with dentists at whatever stage of evolution that they're in. But what we have found from our experience is that typically dentists will fall into one of three main categories. we'll have our dentists that are at maybe they're thinking at that. You mentioned earlier about thinking about what's the exit strategy.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are within a few years of that exit strategy. And they are either looking for an associate or they're looking for someone to buy their practice. And they're at that stage now where they're saying, okay, in order for me to sell this practice, I really need some more patients because I have plenty of patients for me, but I don't have enough patients to really make this worth selling. So we put together a marketing plan for them that is really intended to boost up the number of hygiene patients, maybe not so much on the higher end, but just to get a number of patients in the door so an associate coming in has patients available to work with. Or then we would work with your dentists that are maybe in the you call them middle-aged dentists.
Yeah,
so practices such as yourself, where you're a very evolved practice. Your practice is very stable. You're looking to grow. You're looking to expand, bringing on more dentists into the practice. And so that is a mixture of bringing in higher value patients, and whether it's Invisalign or implant or some cosmetic procedure, even just bringing in patients for routine checkups. So it's a mixture. And then we have a lot of times we've got dentists that are just starting out and very well established practices where they're not necessarily looking to bring in hygiene patients because they don't have the time or the availability in their schedule. And they're really looking for patients that are more profitable, higher value for them. And so then we come up with a strategy that's going to help them bring in those types of patients. So it really is across the spectrum of whatever stage of development a practice is at. And in that discovery phase, we ask a lot of questions, we get a lot of information. And dentists that are listening, we do give you some homework assignment because this isn't just, we need your involvement. You can't just pass something off to us and make us guess at what you want. So there is a two-way street and a great level of communication.
I love all that. I just thought sometimes you're talking, because I've said it before, your marketing slogan for you could be, we help you from day one until you want to hang up the handpiece. I think one of the things we've been talking about is why dentists at every age and stage should focus on marketing, especially if you think you're going to retire in the next few years. It could be most important then. And really also, you really bring to life an important topic. More new patients is not the answer for everyone. It's the right new patients for your practice. So Jamie, can't thank you enough for being an awesome supporter. We can text day one to 215-543-6454. But if someone wanted to reach out to you directly, find out more about your website, how could they do that?
So the website is dentalmarketingfromday1.com. Real simple, dentalmarketingfromday1.com. There's an online scheduling link. You can reach out to me directly through there, and I'm sure you'll see me on Nacho's page, and you can reach out to me on Facebook as well.
Awesome, Jimmy. You've helped so many great nachos, and you're going to do more. Just so appreciative of what you do. Guac level gratitude. That's the highest level of gratitude.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jamie. Have a great day.
Thank you.
So that is our awesome Talking Nachos show. Before we jump off, I want to give you a gift. If you're watching it now, we have one of our greatest CE resources. It's 52 CE courses that you can watch anytime, anywhere. Just text GOLD to this number here if you're watching the show, and you'll be able to get an amazing CE resource for free. If you would like to be on Talking Nachos or find more out about it, just reach out to us. You can text SALSA to 215-543-6454 or reach out to us at salsadentalnachos.com. Have a great day.